What if I told you that what your doctor calls anxiety, meaning the racing heart, the shortness of breath, the sleepless nights, you dreading everything, it's not anxiety at all? What if it was just your body screaming at you that you have to set boundaries and you refuse to do that? Stay with me because this realization changed everything for me, and I know it's going to change everything for you too. My name is Fabienne, and I created this channel to help you become more conscious and intentional about what your mind, body, and soul consume. And I feel like anxiety is one of the most over diagnosed pathology or illness that people might have. Teenagers, adults, kids, a lot of people suffer anxiety. And in fact, the only question that you should ask yourself is, what is your body what are you allowing in your life? And most of the time, these symptoms that you feel, it's because of all the no's that you should have said that you didn't say, all the all the opportunities that you had and you decided to embrace while deep down you knew it was not the right thing for you. All the unprotected energy, all the negative energy that you decided to absorb, even though you knew it was not the right thing for you. So I know it because I lived it. And I remember when I was in the doctor's office and they landed the diagnosis to me, it was, of course, at first a big surprise, a shock, and also a realization that I had to change something in the way I was living. And it's funny because when you have these situations, it's as if like you can't help it but see yourself again in a movie, right? Of everything that you've done in the past, all those situations where you felt like obliged to do things while you were the only person obliging yourself to do it, right? Um, all the things that were not said, all the anger that was accumulated, all the frustration, all the resentment that might have stayed way too long in my body. My body couldn't take it anymore and it had to express it in a certain way. And it had to give me this war cry and this big warning sign and giving me a second chance at life, right? And to me, I'm very grateful for that. But again, I'm doing this video because I don't feel like you necessarily need to go through all that pain in order to change something in your life. And that's the goal of this video, because remember that your body keeps score. Each time that you're doing something that is not aligned with you, each time that you say yes but you should have said no, each time that you accept someone in your life as a friend, as a partner, as a business partner, as a client, when it's not aligned with you, well, even if your mind says it will be fine, right? But your body keeps score. And when your body keeps score and it keeps scoring the bad things inside of you, well, guess what happens? Something's got to give. And sometimes it comes with illness, sometimes it comes with other things, right? Things happening in your life showing you clearly that something's not working. The other thing is about people pleasing. I mean, I say it all the time. I'm a recovering people pleaser. And people pleasing is actually giving other people the opportunity to govern your life, right? It's putting energy into other people's lives instead of putting that energy into your own, into what feels right for you, into living your best life, into fulfilling your purpose. And people pleasing is just like so exhausting because you always have to think about what the other person will say. And you have to work on that, and your brain's on it, your heart's on it, your body's on it, everything's on it. And all of a sudden you don't have that energy for yourself anymore. All the things about comparing yourself through social media, scrolling without thinking about anything, right? Watching other people's lives and wondering, what if it was my life? What if I would live exactly the way that my neighbor's living, right? And so when you do that, in fact, it's as if like you're opening your door to someone, some type of stranger to come and to just insult you with anything, right? So you give other people the control over your life, and that's completely absurd. So why are you doing it? So I would say that the solution to that, instead of just always, like, let's say you have that shortness of breath, or let's say you dread everything, or let's say you start panicking, or not sleep at night. Instead of just like breathing it out, okay, give yourself the opportunity to think about it, right? So this is a warning sign from your body. Ask yourself the question, what am I allowing in my life right now that makes me have that symptom right now? What boundary didn't I set? Why do I feel this way? Right? This is the type of question that you have to ask yourself, because I feel like if we're avoiding all the time, or if, yes, I'm not saying that deep breathing is not good for you. That's not what I'm saying, because I've said it before in many other videos. I'm saying that when that happens and you dig deeper a little bit more and you realize it's because you don't set your boundaries right, then it forces you to embrace that solution and shift the way you're living. Because each time that you get these symptoms, and if you have these symptoms over and over and over again, then it means, yeah, part of it might be because you're not setting your boundaries straight. So your body knows. Even when you try to convince yourself that everything's fine, everything's right, everything's happy, everything whatsoever. No, your body is saying otherwise. So listen to it carefully. That's what I love about the human body, about anatomy, about the way we were we are, right? Because it all works out together. And in order to feel the best aligned possible, then you have to be in sync with what your body is telling you. So this week, I want you to do something. Next time it happens, next time you dread everything, next time you can't sleep at night and you're just like in your bed looking at the ceiling and having those racing thoughts, try to ask yourself, what amount what am I allowing in my life that is causing me to have these symptoms? Because remember, you are what you allow. And if you allowed it in, you can definitely allow it out. I'll see you next time.